Alright, what's going on for Guy Nation? I'm your host FG, and today we're looking at Alien Syndrome. This is an arcade game released by SEGA in 1987. This is a more popular one that many know about. Part of that is because of its various re-releases, such as the Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection, which, adding to the list of games we've covered so far, is one of my first exposures to this arcade game. And it was worthwhile, it really was. And that's because immediately the first thing you'll probably see with its aesthetic here is that it's a lot like a very specific sci-fi movie franchise. You know the one we're talking about, Alien. I'll be honest though, I haven't watched any of the Alien films, but I do know about it just because of pop culture. But to explain the game a little more, let's quarter up and begin. We have two characters to choose from. We could choose as either Ricky or Mary. We're going to start with Mary because I'll probably lose and then try the other character. But the objective, your mission, your comrades have been captured by the aliens. Nope, I don't get to finish the little bit of text. I don't know what it is with Sega games. They never let me read what the heck's going on. Again, add to the list of games. Not as bad as some of the other ones like Fantasy Zone, but still. Just, you don't get any chance to read. Anyways though, playing as the two characters, our objective, rather than simply destroying the aliens a la Commando, because that's what it's very similar to. This is another run-gun game of that genre. Our objective is to first rescue all our comrades, who have been taken hostage by the aliens in these different settings. This very first stage being the spaceship, which again, feels just like Alien. Because I know about the first Alien, how it takes place on a ship that they believe that there's been an alien breach. It's weird. But the objective first is to save our comrades. Along the way, not only are we trying to traverse the map, but we have a time limit in the form of the time bomb. Because we can't let any of the aliens get away. They do horrible things like that. They make us dizzy. No, we need to make sure that we eradicate the aliens scum. And so that means blowing the whole place to smithereens. But that time limit comes at a cost where we need to be very careful with the environment. Especially with some of the later stages where you're not going to know always where you need to go or where some of the comrades may be. And thankfully there are plenty of maps scattered across the stage that can help us in that objective. It doesn't make the game any easier, so help me. But it does help us get where we're going. We also have different power-ups that we're able to collect, though you do need to be careful about which ones you get, because some top others. Like first we had the bubble, now we have a laser beam, then we have stuff like these small little robots that are pretty cool. So it's more of a situation fits kind of deal. But no, I feel like the biggest threat to this game, if you are taking your time, is the timer. Because it can become very hard if you find yourself missing one of your comrades and not knowing where to go when you come to the later stages. But once you get the last comrade in the stage, you make your way to the exit, and of course, waiting for you is a boss mutant. Which you gotta wonder, aliens, mutants, I guess are kind of the same thing in some regard. But these are some gross looking aliens if you ask me. And just like that, that's game over. It's a corner burner, folks. This is a corner burner. So that's why we're going to try again, and we're going to switch to Ricky this time. There are no differences in the characters, so you can choose your favorite, and it has no impact on the gameplay.
The time bomb is set.
So alright, let's try this again, and hopefully this time we can try not to die as fast. I'm not going to do this game a whole lot of justice just because I'm not very good at it, but yeah. I'm gonna try. But yeah, Alien is just, it's one of those film series where a lot of people say to try it out. I have never played the games, I've never watched the movies, so I'm probably missing out on something pretty big. And I'm sure it's probably part of the list of movies and franchises where they're very popular in pop culture, but I've never gotten around to. I can't think of any from the top of my head personally, but I know there are some things I probably have missed out on, but probably shouldn't. So it is something I'll have to look at in my free time. But sadly, there's no way at the end of the video I'll be able to do like an edit where you have the alien, and, like, it's an alien with an alien inside its mouth. It's kind of weird. It's really weird. But that's something that's very well known when people talk about the Alien franchise. The alien itself. And yeah, I mean, it's got that horror factor to it. And for a game here where it's trying to go with the same aesthetic of both sci-fi and horror, it works well. It really does work well. Alright, so let's try to take out these mutant beans. Because that's what they look like to me. I don't know. Are these aliens supposed to be like worms? Are they supposed to be just evil jelly beans? I don't get it. I don't know what they're supposed to be. I really don't know. But we got two robots aiding our quests, which thankfully they're able to supply the firepower. But we're going to switch back to the fire blaster. Yeah, look at that hybrid action. But now we got to make sure we get the last of them. There should be two down that way. Which, I'm glad they did include a map with this game. Otherwise, it would make it a whole lot harder. But it's still a hard game. It really is. So we're going to switch to Mary one more time. And if we don't beat it, then that'll probably be it. But I want to at least show what the second stage looks like. That's my objective right now. Let's see if we get through one more stage. But for what it is, adding it to the genre of games, I know I mentioned Commando. I feel like what makes it add up is both the genre it's trying to tackle being sci-fi, but also just the gameplay loop here where it's not necessarily about trying to complete the stage. First, you need to rescue the allies, and then try to take out the alien scum. So I feel like even though it's just a little different, it still plays well. And with the genre being a run gun, I feel like it still plays decently well. Again, this is one of SEGA's best. So there's a reason a lot of people enjoy this one even today. And thankfully it has been released time and time again through various compilations. So I'm sure many people have tried this for themselves. And since it is more or less accessible, this is one I could easily say that a lot of people, whether you're curious or you're looking for a good arcade game, will try it out. And that's cool to see. It really is. As far as the legacy of the series goes, I know they had like a reboot for the Wii back on the WiiWare. But aside from the sequel that will release in arcades, which we will cover thanks to the Astro City Mini, I don't think there's been anything left of the Alien Syndrome series. I know just besides the two arcade games and that attempted reboots. I don't know what direction they could go though if they were to do it again. Whether they lean more again on the sci-fi genre or if it's done again. I know there have been games in the past, not just SEGA, but other companies, like for example Spy Hunter, that was meant to be a James Bond movie, based on James Bond. But it never happened, so then it became its own unique thing. I'm wondering if that was the case for this game, where it was meant to be part of the Alien movie franchise, but for whatever reason, deals or licensing fell apart, and it just became Alien Syndrome. I don't know. I feel like it wouldn't make sense because of what they're trying to do here, even though the similarities aren't entirely one-to-one. It is very different from what I've heard from the Alien franchise, even though it does share similarities with its world design. Alright. We're gonna lose right there, wow. Yeah, I know I'm not very good at this game, and whether you're still watching, I give you props. But this is one I would recommend. I do think it's worthwhile. It's still one of SEGA's best arcade games. That's just my opinion, but I would hold true to that. And it still looks good even today. Art style and all. Some of the games we've covered haven't exactly looked very good even by today's standard. This is one that still holds up very well. Alright, come on. A little more. Oh, we got this. We got this. I don't know if you noticed, but the timer is still going off. So even when you're taking on the boss, there's still a time bomb going off. And that is not very good. Got it. Alright, and then we escape. And that's the first round. So after that, we go to the second round, which is a different location. Which, this one's actually another spaceship. But, we're on top of, like, this grate. Like, it's like a screen, like, below us. So, whereas, like, the main environment's down low, we're on top of something. And that's actually pretty jarring from, like, a perspective approach. But alright, be careful. further you go, the stronger the aliens become, and of course, each alien has like different styles. So it is something different, something unique. Every level is slightly different. But again, I would recommend this game. Let's just try to survive as long as we can, because it's probably not gonna last very long. Game over. Did I get a high score at least? Aha! I'll take that. Alright. B. N. M. So yeah, this was Alien Syndrome. I would check it out if you're able to find it. I don't know as far as other versions go. I know there was a Master System version, though you're probably better off trying to find the arcade version. Again, this is still one of Sega's greats, so I would recommend it, as I've said a bunch throughout this gameplay session. But whether you enjoy it, that's up for debate. I know it's not for everyone. As you saw, I frankly sucked at this game. It's definitely difficult, so be prepared to try again. I only wish that there was a way to continue where you left off, but I guess that's what save states are for. But that's going to do it for this gameplay session of Alien Syndrome. If you like this video, be sure to leave a like and comment down below. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. And again, we can't really do the alien thing. I don't know how to animate it like in my mouth. If I go like, ah, I don't know what that would look like.